Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks again for watching. This video is gonna just be me doing what I do, which is pretty much just me putting on tons of Drunk Elephant. So if you're wondering how that happened, yeah, I'm asking myself that too. If you watched any of my other videos, I tried out a few Drunk Elephant products. I think the first one really was this TLC, the Sukari Baby Facial, and I compared it to the Ordinary AHA BHA peel, which I will link above, and I basically said that it's wonderful, it's just exorbitantly priced, and you can do like a less fancy version with the Ordinary one. And I think I said in other videos also that like I love Drunk Elephant, but I also kind of hate it, and it's probably because I'm jealous because I can't afford it. Well, I think I've fallen very, very deep down into the Drunk Elephant hole, and I don't know if I can get out. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to be showing you guys what I do for every day. I've been doing this probably for a month now, and I have not deviated because I'm obsessed with it, and I think it's just a really great routine, and unfortunately it's all Drunk Elephant. So if you don't want to spend a lot, kind of maybe just leave now. Actually, that said, these products are probably their cheapest ones, which that, you know, is still expensive. But if you can't afford that, I get it. I shouldn't have probably bought these, and that's just my little disclaimer. I used to hate Drunk Elephant just for the price alone, so I'm with you. We are sisters or brothers or whatevers. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's just put some stuff on my face. So this is a fun look. This little headband, and then I just threw the rest of my hair up in a bun. It's kind of hot here, which it's North Carolina, so that's not uncommon, but we had a heat wave last week, and now it's kind of cooled down, but it's still like 90, and I was just out all morning and I'm sweaty. But I wanted to film this because I've been thinking about filming it for a while. I actually had this on my face earlier and I was out and about, but I wanted to show you guys, so I'm doing it again. I just washed my face, and so what I normally do when I wash my face, I'm just going to do this. This is a little out of order, but it's still something fun. This is a toner that I made. It's just orange and chamomile hydrosols, and then I think I put, which one, like neroli sweet orange essential oil in it, which is why you have to shake it. Also, when I wake up in the morning, what I do is, if you haven't seen my other video, I splash water on my face. I don't rinse it with anything, no soap, no cleanser, and if I remember, I use my toner. I sometimes forget because it's like 5 in the morning, you know? And then I put a little under eye cream on, and that kind of just like brightens it up, and I can feel it tingling, which I love, love, love. And then I go in with this bad boy. So this is the Umbra Tint from Drunk Elephant. This is Sheer Physical Daily Defense 30 SPF. And this is a physical or mineral sunscreen. Both of these sunscreens I'm going to be using today are. And they are, I think, 20% zinc oxide. Yes, 20% zinc oxide, which is amazing. Okay, so putting sunscreen on your face. People have commented before that I put too much sunscreen on. A, no, and B, no. We don't use enough. So whenever you have a sunscreen in a foundation and you think that's doing the job, it's not. It's cut like way, way, way down from, say, if it says 30 SPF. You're not actually getting that SPF, mainly because we're not putting enough of it on our face to give us that SPF. So when you put just a normal old sunscreen, that's what this is not tinted, this is nothing, I kind of go in pretty heavy. So if you see that, that's pretty much a teaspoon. I'm actually maybe going to do an experiment later and actually measure it out, but it's a lot. And then I just start rubbing it in. And I usually start with the bottom of my face. So that's pretty much a teaspoon just on the bottom. And what I love about the Drunk Elephant Umbra Tint is it does have a white cast. If somebody tells you it doesn't, they're probably lying. You can see that it does. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit more. And so I just go in. I almost did a whole nother teaspoon, because I got a big old forehead. And what I do is I get the whole thing on, cover all the spots that I want to cover, and then I start rubbing it in. This formulation, this is a really great look. is divine. I don't say divine often, but I really do mean this. It doesn't have, well, it doesn't have dimethicone in it. So usually when you have a product with dimethicone, you get that slip and slide, which kind of, it's very nice and luxurious feeling. And sometimes when you have a physical sunscreen mineral, they don't have that, and so they can feel like they're tugging. I will post the CeraVe video. That one is a prime example. It's like you feel like you're tugging and pulling at your face, which beyond just the like experience of it, it does feel like you are like damaging your skin more because you're really tugging and pulling at it. So what I love about this one is you don't have that. Even when it's starting to blend in, you really don't get that. And I'm going to fast forward this next part because what I do is I spend a lot of time rubbing it in because otherwise I look like this. So let's just fast forward through this and I'll show you what I look like at the end. So it does have a white cast. As we see, it definitely has a white cast. When I look in my mirror, it doesn't look as bad. When I look at the camera, it looks bad. Just a caveat, I don't leave the house looking like this, although I have. So this is the last step before I go into the kitchen to make my tea, and then before I start teaching or doing my makeup and teaching. So what that kind of, I find is that you put this on and maybe give it 5-10 minutes to sink in. You're still gonna have this white cast if you just leave it like this. That's just inevitable. But I make my tea and then I start getting ready, and I find that it just kind of has that ability to like dry down a little and soak into your skin. So I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes, like I said, and then I will come back and we'll start the next step. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes and you can see, I think it actually has kind of soaked in. That's the feeling that I get. If you think otherwise, by all means, think otherwise. But the next step is to kind of counteract this white cast that it's left, which is I use the Drunk Elephant Umbra tint. And I've also done a video on this, comparing it to the Supergoop, which I will list above. And I love this product. It's amazing. This one is also 20% zinc oxide, and it comes in 2 fluid ounces. I forgot to say, this one is 3 fluid ounces, so you get quite a bit. And I cannot remember, I think this one is maybe 36 and this is 34, or vice versa, but they're pretty much kind of in that range. But you get, I would say, a good amount of product in them. So what I do is I go in with this and, this, which is the Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi tint. So this is, they call it anti-pollution sunshine drops. It's basically like a liquid tinted bronzer type thing, and it does, I mean, Drunk Elephant, their ingredient list is impeccable. It's using lots of oils, lots of antioxidants. So antioxidants would be the anti-pollution part of it. So it's doing more for your skin than just your typical tinted bronzer, which is what I love. And basically with all of these Drunk Elephant products, the reason I do really find that I love them so much is that it's more than a sunscreen. It's more than a base product. It's not only protecting your skin from the sun, but it's helping it with these oils and antioxidants. So to me, it's like skincare and sun protection. And what more could you want, right? Okay, let's do this. Now, this can be a little messy. Not really. But you need to use your hands for this process. So what I do is I've already put my sunscreen on. I feel like this is a good base. And then I'm going in with more of it, which is the tinted sunscreen, and I'm mixing it. So some people say don't mix anything with your sunscreen, but I feel like I have right now like a base layer of protection. So if I weaken this one a little by using the D-Bronzi, I'm okay because I'm covered, right? So I go in and let's see. This stuff, I always find it comes out really quickly, so you don't need to squeeze too much. But I'm basically using the same amount of product that I used with the original Umbra sunscreen. Depending on your skin tone, if you're lighter, darker, or whatever, you can kind of adjust this as necessary. I find one pump, not like whoosh, like crazy pump, and then you kind of get this much. Sometimes I do a little bit more. I mean, it is summer. Like if you see my body compared to my face, I'm a bit darker. And then I just use my fingies. My fingies. That's one of my favorite words. It makes me sound like I'm 5, but I always say my fingies. And then I just go in. This combination it's just stunning. What I found by using these 3 Drunk Elephant products in succession for probably a month now is that my skin looks great while I'm wearing the products, but I think my skin looks even better, maybe not better, but it looks better than it had looked without them. And that is because I'm protecting my face from the sun. So it's kind of like it works while you're wearing it, but it also gives you the added benefits while you're not, just because you did wear it, if that makes any sense. So you're just going to want to rub it in. This is not glamorous, it's not exciting. I always have to get kind of my edges up here because otherwise you'll see a little white cast. So just be careful to blend it all in. You can go ears, neck, wherever. And in person, I actually don't think I have a white cast. I think on camera it might be displaying a little bit more, but I'm going to just go in with a teensy bit more of the D-Bronzi, and I really spread it and kind of go where I would go if I had bronzer. So if you watched my other video about comparing the Drunk Elephant to the Supergoop, one of the things that I said is that this one is definitely dewier. So if you have oilier skin, if you sweat a lot, just be prepared. I work inside most of the day, so I find that it dries down well enough after like 30 minutes to an hour that I don't look like a grease ball all day. But you know your skin, and if it's just not going to work for you, try something else. I actually have lots of recommendations, so let me know if you want them. Okie dokie. So that is our glow, and it's definitely, I'm going to turn down the lights a little so you can see it. I think these lights are kind of reflecting a little bit more, but I don't have a white cast. So yeah, let me do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is my face without, I turned off the lights. I just have my overhead light on and some natural light. So I think you can get a better sense of, there we go, that there's not a white cast to my complexion. I also finished my makeup. I just put on a little, what I pretty much do every day, which is the Milani Baked Blush. I use it as eyeshadow, and I just am obsessed with it. I can't get enough. I also used, what is this, Urban Decay 24 Hour, just a little bit of eyeliner. I used the Thrive Causemetics Liquid Lash Extension. What else? Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Whoa. And then this e.l.f, what is it? It's like Barely Beautifully There. I don't know. It's like a tint. It holds your brows in place, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. So this is our final look. I guess I should take my hair down and like look presentable, but you guys get it. And yeah, if you have any questions on the Drunk Elephant, I'm happy to answer them. I guess before I end, I do want to tell you that Drunk Elephant, both the Umbra tint and the regular Umbra, they can pill, and I've found that happens when you're using just Drunk Elephant, when you're using Drunk Elephant with another brand, kind of with anything. And the reason I think they pill is that you have too many products on, or too much of it. So if I have eye cream on and I haven't let it really soak in, and I put some of the sunscreen on, the Umbra on, it will pill if it hasn't soaked in. It's not like the whole thing pills off, but you'll just get a little bit of it. Same with the tinted one. If you're using too much of it at once, it'll pill. So that's why I kind of do like one part and then another, and then I rub. I think rubbing is key for both of those products. Maybe the only downside I have found of either of those products. But other than that, and I still will be repurchasing, like this one is pretty much almost out. So I'm going to have to get a new one of that. So, but yeah, this is the look. And this is my everyday, this is what I've been doing. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!